This puzzle's called Cornered by TallCat. I got it from the... Where did I get it? From the Discord Puzzle Archive of the CTC Community Discord. This puzzle should be around a 3 out of 5 difficulty, but it should be very nice. According to the ratings from that channel. Yeah, let's go over the rules. So, the only rule is German whisper lines. So the green lines are German whispers, and adjacent cells on the green lines must differ by at least 5. So let's say this is a 2, this digit would have to be 7, 8, or 9, as would this, because obviously 2 minus 5 would be, far negative numbers that you can't do in a Sudoku, so you have to add 5. And you get some pretty big numbers. Yeah, and digits can repeat on the line, so, we could do 2 here and here. That would be just fine, but you couldn't do, obviously, 2 and 2 like this, because that's in the same box. And the same... So I was going to say same box and same region. No, obviously that's the same thing. Same box and same row. So, like, yeah, you couldn't do 2 and 2 here, but you could do 2 and 2 here, for example. Just another example. Yeah, I think that's it. I'll put a link to the puzzle down below in the description if you want to give it a try. Let's get going. Where to start? Okay, so I think probably the first... I don't know. The first thing to talk about is that 4, 5, and 6 are very restricted when we think about German whisper lines. In fact, 5 you can never put on a line. If you try to do 5 on a line, the next digit must be, either a 0, 5 minus 5, which you can't put in a Sudoku, or it could be 10 or more, which would be 5 plus 5, and obviously 10 or more you can't put in a Sudoku either. So you can't put a 5 anywhere on a Sudoku. Sorry, anywhere on a... You definitely can put a 5 in a Sudoku. I just can't talk today. You cannot put a 5 on a German whisper line. So we're going to have a bunch of 5s kind of along the outside here. That's going to put a 5 in here because, of course, we can't put down kind of in this corner area or on the line, which is going to put a 5 here, actually. That's nice. Then over here, we can't do 5s in the corner-ish. Can't put it on a line, and now we already have a 5 in that row, so that's going to be a 5. And then we're going to get 5s right there, it looks like. And then kind of anywhere almost in the middle box, so I'm not going to mark that down. But that's some good progress to start off with. The next thing to think about is 4s and 6s. So 4, or should we go with 4? Let's do a different step first. So there's a trick or an idea, or I don't know exactly how to describe it, German whisper lines where adjacent digits, they do differ by 5, but because 5 can't be on the line, they kind of oscillate back and forth between high and low digits. So let's just say this was a 1. What's the next digit on the line? Well, you have to add at least 5 to it, so it'd be 6, 7, 8, or 9. Okay, let's say it was a 9, just because it's the most extreme digit. What's the next digit going to be? We have to subtract 5 at least, because we can't go up above 10. So that's going to be 4 or less. We can't repeat 1, but theoretically it's another low digit. Well, now we add 5 again, and we're just going to keep kind of oscillating back and forth where we get this low digit, high digit, low digit, high digit. And that's going to happen now. Each line is going to be independent of that. We can't say, well, this is a 1, therefore this is a high digit or something like that. That's not, that's not a thing. Each line is independent, but each line will have this kind of oscillation happening. So we could say, like, if we found out that this was a low digit, for example, we could immediately say that all 3 of these are low digits and both of these are high digits. And now, the thing I was actually going to start with is that 4s and 6s are very constrained on this line because 4 is the highest low digit. So if we want to put 4 here, this has to be a high digit. And what's the only digit that can be on this next to a 4? It means it must be a 9. 4 plus 5 is 9. That's the highest digit, and it's the only digit within 5, or not within 5 of 4. So if we try to put a 4 anywhere on the line, it's going to have 9 or 9s plural next to it. So if we try to put a 4 here, this would have to be 9, and this would have to be a 9. And obviously we can't have 2 9s like that, so that's not going to work. So where can we put a 4 in this box? Well, we can't put it up here in row 1 because we have this 4 in the corner. If we try, let's just highlight these yellow so I can eliminate them like one at a time. If we try to put a 4 here, as I just showed, 9 and 9 is what's going to happen, and that's not allowed. So that's not yellow. Same thing will happen here with 2 9s. And same thing here, and same thing here. So we're gonna end up, whoops, with just these two spots for 4. And, oh, actually not quite the same thing is gonna happen over here. I didn't notice that this is only, uh, like, this line doesn't go into another box or something like that. Like this one up here and this one down here. So we get just a couple spots for 4s. Yeah, we don't get any super helpful information about that, but a little bit of information. What about 6s? We have the 6 down here, so 6 can't be in here. 6 is there. Can 6... Yeah, so 6, instead of 4, which has to go to 9, 6 has to go with 1s. So if we tried to put a 6, let's say right here, both of these would have to be 1, and that breaks the puzzle in basically the same way, except opposite. So 6 could go here, and that would put a 1 here, but it couldn't go anywhere else along this line. It can't go along here. We could put a 6 here. That would put a 1 in both of these, and since the 1s don't see each other, that's fine. So 6, I think, can only go in these 2 spots, which is more helpful than these 4 pencil marks that we had. Okay. Let's think about over here. So 6, oh, 6 is not very helpful over here. And actually, this can be a 6 too, and this can be a 4, can't it? Did I miss that? Yeah, this could be a 4 with 9 and 9. Yep, I missed that. I need to be a little bit more on my game. So we have these... yeah, these are not super helpful, unfortunately. But this 6 is super helpful, so let's think about that a little bit. Where can 6 go up here? It can't go there anymore because of the pencil mark down here. It can't go here or here or here, because it can't go in the middle of a line like that. This could be a 6. Or the 6 could go off the line. Maybe we need to think about this in a different way. If this is a 4, then the 6 goes up here, and that should be fine. If this is a 6, this is a 4. And that should be fine as well. I guess one of these will be a 1. Maybe that's another way of thinking about this. One of these will be a 1. Oh, that actually helps quite a bit. Okay, so let me explain what I'm thinking. So if one of these two is a 6, whichever one is the 6 will have a 1 next to it, because that's how 6s work on German Whispers. It'll either be there, or it'll be like this. Which means in either case, we're going to end up with a 1 there. So 1 will go in one of these spaces. Now, can this be a 6 anymore? No. Because if this was a 6, where would we put a 1? We'd have to put a 1 here, but we just said one of those have to be a 1. So this can't actually be a 6. So we're going to end up with 6 down here, or up here. That's the top of the grid, so that should be up. So one of those is a 6, off the line. Let me see if I can figure out anything out. Like, this is a 1, then 6 would be over here. I guess it would have to be here. I mean, that definitely has some influences, but I don't think that matters that much. But what about 4? One of these is going to be a 4. That's going to put a 9 down the middle here. So where can 4 go in here? Theoretically, 4 could go wherever 6 could go. But because of this 9 here, we couldn't put a 4 here, and because that would put a 9 here, which would then rule out both 9s up there. So 4 can't go over here, can't go anywhere on the lines. So 4 is along the bottom, which is then going to end up with 4 over here in the corner, or kind of not in the corner because none of these can be 4. Can we rule out 4 from one of these spots? I don't see how. Like, if either of these are 4, that would put 9 next to it, and that would work just fine, I think. If we could rule out 4 being on the line, or force 4 onto the line, we would know a lot of information about up here. But I don't quite see how we could do that, unfortunately. Hmm. So we need a 4 somewhere in here. Does that... This couldn't be a 4 because that would put a 9 here, and we need the 9 on the line somewhere else. So one of these is a 4, but I don't see why that really matters. I guess, again, we'll have... Okay, so again, we'll have 1s and 9s kind of reserved. No matter where we put the 6 over here in box 4, we're going to need a 1 in one of these two spots. There are 4 options for 6, but there's... Yeah, it's really only 2 spots for 1s based off of those 4 spots, and same for 9s over here. So what does that mean? So we have 9 and 1 kind of looking into the middle like this. I guess we can then say, where can 6 go over here? And 6 can't go... 6 can't go... How should I say that? 6 theoretically could go anywhere at first. So let's just rule things out one by one. It can't go in the middle of a line, because that would require 2 1s in the same column or the same box. Now, if we tried to put a 6 in either of kind of the pink spots, that would end up putting a 1 in the middle, which is ruled out by these 1s. So it can't be in the pink spots either, so 6 is just over here in this yellow, which is going to force a 6 somewhere in here. And how bad is that? Could this be a 6? 6, 1, 1, I think would be just fine. They'll put a 1 somewhere along here. I don't see that as a problem, unfortunately. Let's see. 6 down here. So we already know 4 is down here. Now we know 6 is down here in this quadruple as well. Well, actually, 6 can't be on this line. So if we tried to put a 6 here, that would put a 1 next to it, and now we couldn't put a 1 in either of the two spots that we needed the spot. How can I say that in any rational way? We can't put a 6 here because it will put a 1 into box 8. We already have reserved the 1 in box 8 for one of these 6s that also has to be in box 8. Yeah, I think that makes sense. So we can't put 6 on the line here. That means that 5 and 6 are going to be a pair here, and so we couldn't put if we put a 4 here, this cell would have to be a 5 and a 6, so that's not going to work. So that means that this is a 5-6 pair. One of these is going to be a 4, which means neither of these are 4. That can't be a 9 anymore. So that's a 9. One of these are 4, that's fine. One of these are a 4, so one of these is a 9. Whoops, one of these is a 9, because we have 9s up here, and then we have the 9 in the middle. Okay. Oh, these 6s now look up here. These can't be 6s, so this is a 6. We have 1s on both sides of this. 1 is going to... Oh, no, 1 could be... Never mind, I was going to say 1 has to be over here, but no, 1 can be on the line just fine with... 1 is the most accepting. 1 and 9 are the most accepting of the digits because they're the most extreme, so they can basically be anywhere on the line as long as it, matches the high and lowness. This is a 2, 3, or 4. This is a 7, 8, or 9. Because this must be a low digit, this must be a high digit. And it can't be 1 or 6. And again, anything can go with 1, so that doesn't really... It tells us that this is high, but it does not say, anything really helpful about it. Okay. 1 and 6. 1 could go here, but it could also go in the 1, 5. That's fine. So we have these 9s. I think there was something I almost... Oh yeah, where can 4 go over here? Basically, they do the same thing as we did before. 4 could theoretically go in anywhere in the box. But can't go in the middle of the line. It can't go into the pink spots because if we try to put a 4 in one of the pink spots, it would put a 9 on the line, which would clash with the 9 we've already placed. So 4 can't go in any of the pinks. 4 has to go up here. In the yellows. So where does 4 go? It goes down here, which I didn't want to mark before, but it actually turned out to be helpful down here. So I think I will mark it just for the moment. And then also over here, it goes into one of these spots. This can't be a 4. If I try to put a 4 here, this will put a 9 here, which clashes with the 9 that we've kind of reserved. This is a 4, this is a 9. Is that a problem? I do not see why that would be a problem, but I wish it was a problem. Okay. Oh, and we need a 1 somewhere along here, because we have these two 1s. If this is a 1, this is a high, this is a low, this is a high. This would be 7, 8, 9. These three would be 7, 8, 9. That would be fine. This would be the 9, this would be 7, 8. This would be 4, this would be 3, this would be the 1, I guess. This would be 2, 5, 6. Yeah, I mean, that's all fine. Whatever. Okay. Can this... One of these is a 4. No, I was seeing if there was some... I don't know, some sort of shenanigans going on. Like these... Like, obviously, these can't be in this center column. And these can't be in the center row. But they don't match up, and, like... But, yeah, the 6s over here are kind of like the opposite, where they can't be in the center row or column. But not in any sort of helpful way, I guess. Okay. So let's look at this column. This is mostly filled in with lines, I mean. And obviously, it does have the most digits, but it's not very filled in. I guess 9 has to be down here, doesn't it? We need a 9 in this column. It can't go in here, so 9 has to be down here. That's something. Okay, so these... We have one high... Actually, no, we have two highs and two lows accounted for. We have the 1 and 4. We have the 6 and 9. So whichever... We don't know if this is... What colors am I going to use? Yellow and pink. I like yellow and pink. So we don't know that yellow is high or low. Whatever it is, pink is the opposite. So this is either 2, 3, 8 or 7, 8, 2. Because we can't include a 1 or a 4. Sorry, a 1 or a 4 or a 6 or a 9. So whichever is doubled up, it would either be 7, 8 or 2, 3. If it's 2, 3, it has to go with 8 because 7 can't be next to 3. And if it's 7, 8, it has to go with 2 because 7 can't go next to 3, which is what I just said. So we have a 2 or 3 here. And then down here we have 4, 9, 3, 7. And 4 can't go there. One of these is a 4. I don't know if that's all that helpful. I guess we know this is... These are low, so this is a high digit. So this is a 7 or a 9. So this has a 3, this is 5, no, never mind, because the 3 could be in here. If the 7 is not over here, it is over here, though. I felt like I was really onto something there for a little bit. Now I feel like I'm just kind of, grasping at straws, so to speak. No, 9 can go anywhere over here. It's not restricted at all. Because it doesn't have to go next to 4, but if a 4 is on a line, the 4 has to go next to the, yeah. Okay, if this was 3, 4, this would be 8, 9. Is that in any way a problem? One of these is a 4. And 9 is down here. So this is 3, 4, this is 9, 7, 7, 8, and then a 2. Oh, I'm silly. Okay, where can 6 go in box 1? That's the question I should have asked a long time ago. So we have a 6 in row 1, we have a 6 in row 2, so we need a 6 in row 3. We can't put it right there, so 6 is in one of these 2 spots. Can we put a 6 here? That would put a 1 here, and obviously you can't have 2 1s in the box, so this can't be a 6. This is a 6. Not a 6, not a 6, not a 1. Puts a 1 here, so this can't be a 1. That puts a 4 here, this can't be a 4, so this can't be the 9, so this is the 4, this is the 9. This is a 2 or a 3, this is a 7 or an 8. This is 5, 6, 7, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8, with a guaranteed 5 and 6. I don't probably need to mark that. This has a 9 in it. Yeah, I was just told, for whatever reason, I'm hung up over here, but that's not where I need to look. This has a 7 or an 8 in it. No, this could be that 7 or an 8. What else do we need in here? We need a 2, 3, 7, and 8, yeah. Can we rule something out here? Or say, like, match up digits? I don't think we can. This can't be a 9, though, so this can't be a 4, so this must be a 4. So that can't be a 4. One of these is a 6. Does that do anything? Oh, neither of these can be 4, so we have a 4 looking up. That's not that helpful. Okay. Always good to realize when the stuff you know is not very helpful. This must be a 2, 3 to finish the row since we have a 7, 8 pair. What else do we need? We need a 9, and then... So then that 9 goes here, and then this is 2, 3, 7, 8. Okay. One of these is a 7 or an 8. Because we have 1, 7, 8 in this box. One of these is a 7 or 8. The other one is a 2 or a 3. Yeah, I guess another way to look at it, 2 and 3 are both in this group of 3 cells, so this can't be a 2 or 3, this is just the 1. But this does have a, yeah, this must be a 7 or 8 to finish off the column. It's the same one as this, the same digit as this. Okay. So these are 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 3 high digits here. But we don't know for sure that this is a high digit. What about, oh, 9 could be here, darn. Or it could just be off the line. Actually we have a 2, 3 pair looking down. They'll make it hard for these to be low digits. Either one of these to be low digits because it can't be a 1. Actually, both of these must be high digits. Not only is it hard, it's impossible. This can't be 1 because we've already reserved 1 in the box. It can't be 2 or 3 because of the 2, 3 pair. And we've already put 4 off the line. So these have to be high digits. And they can't be 9 because we put the 9 over here. So these are 1, 2, 3. They can't be 4s because these can't be 9s. And these must be high digits again, so this is 7, 8, or 9. They can't be 6s. So these must be low digits. So this can't be 7 or 9. So this can't be 3 or 2. This is a 2. We can get rid of this coloring. This is 3, 5, 6. This can't be a 3 or a 7. This is just a 9, right? We finally got a 3, and I was hoping that would somehow propagate through these 2, 3, 7, 8s that we have, but I don't see it yet. 3 must go with an 8 or a 9, and 4 must go with a 9. So we're going to have the 9 go with the 4, and then we have to have the 8 go with the 3. We can't have a 7 in either of these. 7 can't go next to 3, and 6 must go with a 1, so it'll be like 6, 1, and then 6, 2, or, vice versa. And this must be 3, 4, 5. And this can't be a 4, because of that. Ooh, this must be a 1, I think. 1's looking down, 1's looking up, 1's looking left, 1 looking right. Yeah, that's a 1, so that's a 9. So now 9 can't go there, and is in one of these two spots. Oh, this must be a low digit, and actually must be very low. It can't be a 1, it must be a 2. Because 7 can only go next to 1 or 2. Can't be a 1, so it must be a 2. This is a 7 then. Because we said this must be 6 and 1, 7, 2. That doesn't help over here because 8 and 9 can go with either one of them. I guess this can't be an 8. And this can't be a 3. And this now can't be a 7. What is this, a 4, 5, or 8, I think? Yeah, that looks good. Okay. I don't know. Okay, let's look at other stuff. What's left here is a 1, 7, and 8 for the row. That doesn't quite help. Okay. Hmm. Is there something we can do with this? This is the longest line that we have that I haven't done anything with. Okay, this can't be a 1 or a 4. So if it was a low, it could be a 2 or a 3. What if it's a high digit? It could be a 7 or an 8. It couldn't, this digit, if this was low, this can only be a 3 because it can't be a 1, 2, or a 4. So this would have to be an 8, 3, and then this would be broken. Yeah, this cannot be a 3. So if we tried to assume that this was a low digit, this would have to be a 1, 2, 3, or 4. This can't be a 1, can't be a 2, can't be a 4, so this would be a 3. Now, digits that can be next to a 3 are 8 and 9. Those are the only two digits. But it can't be a 9, so both of these would end up being an 8. So it can't be a low digit. Yeah, this can't be a low digit, meaning it must be a high digit. Can't be 6 or 9. These must be low digits. I said this can't be a 1 or a 4, so it's 2 or 3. This also can't be a 1 or a 4, so it's 2 or 3, which makes this an 8. Because one of these will be a 3. We don't know which, but one of them will be a 3. Oh, okay, I thought the pencil mark for 9s was like this. I was like, wait a minute, why did I not place the 9 there? Because the 9 actually, the 9 pencil marks are in those two spots. This must be a high digit. Can't be a 6, 7, 8, or 9 then. Oh, we have a 6 right here. That doesn't help. I mean, it gives us some digits. It doesn't help immensely, though. This 2 means that can't be a 2. What about this column? This can't be an 8, so this is a 1, 4, 7. 1, 4, 7 to just finish off the column. So this can't be a 7 because we need the 7 for column 2. This can't be a 1. This can't be a 7. Not quite. We're almost there. I can just barely see it. Okay, we need a 2. We would have done this a while ago. We need a 2. It goes there. This is a 1, 7, or an 8. And it can't be a 7. Darn, 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 darn. Okay. So this is a 4, this is a 9. This is a 3, this is an 8. Does that matter? I don't think so. If this is a low digit, it has to be a 3, and that breaks the puzzle. Okay. So again, if we look at this and think that this is a low digit, this can't be a 1, a 2, or a 4, so it must be a 3. 3 must go with 8 or 9, because again, that's 5 difference. But we already have 8 and 9 reserved in the column, so 3 doesn't work. Therefore, these must be high digits, so 6, 7, or 8. Can't be a 6 because that would require a 1 here, and we have, we've already done that. So this is a 2, because one of these is a 7, which is going to force a 2 here. And this can't be an 8 any longer because we just reserved the 8. We now have a 7, 8 pair. This can't be a 7. Oh, yeah, and of course we have this 8, 9 pair that I literally just talked about, which is going to resolve that. This can't be a 7. This is a 3, 5, or a 6. I say, hoping that I spot something that resolves that right away. No, it pairs up with that cell over there, but I don't see anything more. Okay, so this is 3, 4, or 7 for the row, but we're going to be able to do better, right? 3, 4, 7, yeah, because we have an 8, 9 pair. But we can't put 4 or 7 in here because we need 4 and 7 in this row, so this is just a 3. I think we could have done that a while ago as well. But that's okay. We got through it. So this is a 7, this is a 1, this is a 4. This is an 8 because of that. Either one of these work. 2 can go next to 8, 3 can go next to 8. Either one is fine. This is a 1, not a 1. This is a 9. That can't be a 9 any longer. This is a 9, then this is a 6. Not a 6, not a 6. So we have a 3, 5 pair, so this is 2, 3. Oh, what do we need? Oh, this can't be a 3. And this can't be an 8. This is a 7, this is an 8. So we have a 5, 6 in this row. No. Yes. 5, 6 in this row, but we have a 6 here, so this is 5, this is 6. This is 4, 7. We have a 7 there. So this is 5, which is going to resolve most of the rest. 8. Wait, no, not 8. These lines, when I'm getting down to the end, the lines for some reason really mess with my scanning. What do I even need? 4 goes here, and 6. So this can't be a 4. This is a 7 because of the 8 here. This is a 2, this is a 3, this is an 8. This can't be a 7. This also can't be a 2, so it's a 3. This can't be a 7. This can't be a 5, so this is an 8. This is a 4. This is a 3, 5, 5, 6. This is a 3, 2, 8, 7, 8, 7. There we go. That was tough, but great. Sorry if you can hear my chair. I was excited because I finished the puzzle and moved slightly, and it has to scream at me whenever I move. Yeah, that was great. That was a really fun puzzle. I definitely didn't think it was going to go that smoothly. I did get kind of off base a little bit with, like, I was looking here, I think a little bit early, or maybe, I think it was here, yeah, a little bit early, when there was some pretty obvious logic that I could have done with 6s that advanced me very quickly, but besides that, it went very smoothly. That was a great puzzle. The votes were not wrong in the puzzle archive. That was great. So thank you very much, TallCat, for the puzzle, and thank you all for watching.